Yes, and good afternoon. This is Chuck Mackey, and this is Perpetrators of Domestic Violence video. And today I have the pleasure of speaking with Shay. Shay and I have been speaking now for several days, and she found herself several weeks ago in a domestic violence situation, which we're going to talk about today. So, Shay, welcome to the program today. Good to see you. Welcome to this interview. Good. Yeah. Thank you. So, Shay, we had spoken several days ago about this domestic violence situation that you found yourself in, and not so much from the standpoint of the victim, but the standpoint of the perpetrator. And I know that takes a lot of courage for you to come out and admit that, simply because in most situations it is the male that would be perpetrating on the female. But in this situation, you as a female found yourself um, dealing with the man, and it was he that asked me to have a conversation and to bring you in for counseling and so forth. Actually, coming for counseling, so I'm happy that you made this first step in coming in to talk to me today. So, Shay, would you give me a brief rundown on the situation as to what had happened that brought you guys into a physical altercation on several occasions?
Well, initially I was
Speak
living.
up a bit because another camera.
Well, initially I was living with my fiance, and I had to help this young lady. She was living with us. On a few occasions, I got an idea that they were sleeping together, and I just decided to come home one day on my lunch break, and I met both of them in bed, and I went straight towards the kitchen for ice pick, and I proceeded to and stabbing them, both of them. But he got more of it because he actually stabbed in the way.
Okay. Okay. So tell me this. Was this the first physical altercation that you guys have ever had? The first time that you decided to attack him or fight him? Or what led to you feeling that you had the strength or the ability to overpower him and the other female?
Well, it was not. I know I would have the upper hand because I wanted to more get her because she would have been like a sisterly friend to me. So I was thinking she would have been somebody more trustworthy. Not than he was, because him and I have kids together.
Okay.
But then on a female aspect, and I was helping her, I would have think she would have been more so able to. I knew that I had the upper hand because I was trying to get to her more than him, and he was in the way. So in order to get to him, I had to use force on him and on her both.
Okay. Now, in speaking with him earlier in this week, he said that even though that you guys made up and that things were going well, he still noticed that you're still at times that he still goes to work with a black eye or some injury or something, that you're still been attacking him even after the initial situation. So I'd like to know from you, um, what do you think is leading to the ongoing abuse?
Well, I feel like it's more or less. I feel like it's more of me still in love with him, but thinking that I forgive him, and the thoughts keep coming back in my mind, and that I keep retaliating when I think about the things that he do
Mm.
each time.
Okay, okay. So, question for you: do you feel justified in all of this? Do you feel like what you did was justifiable? Even now, even the because I'm getting from you that you did this, it was reactionary. You acted because of what he did. So I'd like to know from you: do you feel even now that you're justified in uh, instead of just going and suddenly walking away, calling the police? And I know emotions got high. Do you feel you're justified in your initial attack? And do you feel like you are still justified now in the ongoing attacks? How do you feel about it? Do you have any remorse? Do you feel guilty to any degree?
Not like I tell you, it's emotions, and like you said, it's emotional high, and the feelings. It hurts, especially when you're somebody who already planned the future together. It hurts, and it's still a continuous stuff from him too. It's not the same young lady, but it's still energy that I'm getting that he's still doing stuff like that.
Okay. So I know that you guys decided to make up, and I think you said the young lady moved back to wherever she's from, and so that's not an issue right now as far as physical proximity. But how do you feel about? I know that you asked him at some point to forgive you, and that you guys should start to make things up. But how is that well, asked him to forgive you, and he asked for forgiveness as well. So I'd like to know how is that process of forgiveness going now? Where are you in your journey of forgiveness? Or do you feel like that's something that's a reality? Or do you still, I know you still feel hurt, but where are you right now as far as forgiveness is concerned?
I think it's just like I said to you earlier. I think I do forget, but just the constant things that relate to someone that is cheating, that I keep seeing stuff
Mm.
that'll make me think and go right back in that same mode and feel the same emotions back, and it comes back to me. Even if you forgive, it come back. When you do forgive, it comes back, and you have that feeling again, and it goes right back into the same.
Mm. So,
So
so at times you're saying the memories come back and
yeah,
they trigger the same feelings, same emotions again. And that's where this attitude comes from. And sometimes you feel like you want to fight, um, aggressive. So let me ask you a question. I know that you have 3 kids for him. I think you said 3 kids you have for him. So I want to know, have you ever been in a situation where the kids were involved in, where the kids witnessed this? Because he said that there's been situations where the kids had to run from you, that you got so aggressive, throwing things across the room and so forth. And so where are your kids in this? How have they experienced your violence or your domestic violence
well,
episodes?
I constantly have to apologize to them and make them understand.
You're constantly apologizing to the
Yeah,
children.
making them understand what I'm going through as a mother.